Hey everyone, James Lynch here doing a quick reaction video to the news that Arman Tsarukyan will not get the next title shot against Islam Makhachev. This according to Dana White at the presser, spinning back fist with the clip here. We're going to watch this little clip here. I'm going to give my thoughts on what could be next for Arman or what they should do and how this sort of impacts the entire lightweight division. We're going to talk all about the lightweight division in this quick video here, but let's hear what Dana White has to say when asked about Arman Tsarukyan, of course, having to pull out of last night's main event at UFC 311 due to a back injury replaced by Renato Moicano. Let's hear from Dana White.
Going back to the drawing board with Arman, kind of tell us about what that looks like. What are you going to kind of envision?
I don't know. He's not getting the title shot, so that means he's going to have to fight his way back to the title.
So there you go. Arman's going to have to fight someone else. So who could he fight at this point? Because I think what's going to happen here, and I talked about this on my live stream, Charles Oliveira most likely will get the rematch against Islam Makhachev. And I just saw another clip here saying that Islam wants to fight on International Fight Week. I can't find it here somewhere, but I think it was on championship rounds. Let me just find that here, just since we're talking about, yeah, it says want to return for International Fight Week this summer. So you do Islam, Charles in the summer International Fight Week. That's a huge rematch. I think that makes sense. So who does Arman fight? So there's a couple different ways you could go with this. So first and foremost, we've got Gaethje and Hooker fighting each other. So that's out of the equation. It's also going to depend how long Arman's out with his back injury. Like if this is a while, then maybe he fights the winner of Gaethje Hooker. That solves the problem. Then there is the possibility of Poirier, but they train at the same gym. I think that wouldn't really fly, and I don't think Poirier is going to want to have. I mean, Poirier just fought for the title. I don't think that's even a thing. Poirier and Arman, right? Like again, they're both at ATT. So going down the list, you got Chandler. I don't think Chandler should get a #1 contender fight again. He just lost to Charles Oliveira. Gamrot again, same issue. Trains at American Top Team. You got Dariush, who's coming off 2 losses. Maybe you do that fight. Although, no, you don't, because he already knocked him out. What am I talking about? Moicano, same thing. Trains at ATT. Fiziev could be an option. That's maybe one. But I'm going to go a little outside the box. And I think actually someone mentioned this on my stream. But why not Max Holloway? I think that could make sense. And I think I shot this down. But now that I think about it, it actually does make some sense here. Because here's the thing. Like looking at these options here, like I said, I don't think it's going to be Poirier. I don't think, I've also heard some people suggest they want to see Charles and Islam fight again. Charles should not have to fight Arman again. I know he lost, but that fight was like last year. Like, I don't think you need to run that back so soon. I think that's a fight that would be better in a title situation. But yeah, I don't think you need to do Charles and Arman again. So you're really kind of limiting your options. But I think Max Holloway fits the bill because he is currently ranked #5. He's the BMF champ. Maybe they could throw that on the line. I think Arman's BMF worthy in terms of, you know, like he always puts on exciting fights. And then like, you know, if Holloway wins that, then we've got a new contender in the weight class because he already beat Gaethje, right? Like his win over Gaethje technically was going to be next in line, I think, had he beat Max Holloway. I think there was no question that he was going to get the title shot. Then he loses to Holloway. So I think Holloway, Arman, it looks like Holloway's done at 45. You know, he was knocked out by Ilia Topuria. I think that fight could make a lot of sense as Holloway, Arman. That's a huge fight that could be on International Fight Week or whenever. They could have that as a 5-round fight anywhere, really. So I think that's probably the best option. Again, if he's out longer, then maybe you go the winner of Gaethje Hooker. That could be another option. But like I said, he already beat Dariush. I don't really have an interest in him fighting Gamrot. Gamrot's also coming off a loss to Dan Hooker. You know, Arman's coming off a win. Doesn't really make much sense there. Chandler, get him out of the equation. Don't think that makes sense. And Moicano just lost. I suppose, I mean, again, they train at ATT. Fiziev's been out for a while, so I don't really think he should get it either. I think Holloway's the leading candidate here. You guys let me know in the comments what fight you think makes the most sense, but I think right now it should be Arman and Max Holloway based off what Dana White just said here, which was that Arman's not getting the next title shot. And it sucks because I think Arman was going to give Islam a good fight. I don't think he was going to win, but I think just based off their first fight and, you know, how Arman has only lost 1 fight since then, and that's a fight where, you know, I thought he won, which was against Gamrot. I would like to see him run it back with Islam. So we'll see what they end up deciding to do here. But yeah, a bit of breaking news here. To no one's real surprise that Dana White's saying Arman not going to get the next title shot. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who should Arman fight? What fight makes the most sense? And if he does fight Holloway, who you picking? I think Arman can beat Holloway. I'm going with that one. So we'll leave it at that. And yeah, I'm James Lynch. I'll talk to you later.